your blankets and block that. Set up. How are you? What's your shirt say?
Oh, it's old industrial act.
Dog flesh. Oh my, that's cute. What's it from?
It's an old band.
Old band? What kind of band?
Early industrial stuff.
Industrial. Dog flesh.
Still around actually.
Dog flesh is the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to look that up. Ooh. Magic carpets. Everybody all ready for the flight?
Do you need any strap pins or anything? No straps?
No straps, nah. I mean, if you want to, I love a strap like in Shavasana, like hold my legs together, that kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't know if we have any though. Maybe talk with them about getting some sandbags and some straps.
There's straps.
Oh, they do have straps. Okay, cool. Sandbags and next to my legs for me. My name's Jennifer. I'm going to be guiding you through yin and yoga nidras. Anybody done yin before? Everybody good with yin? Anybody not done yin? Yep, okay. So we're going to hold poses for a long time to help the muscles under the deeper layer muscle tissue to relax and like kind of stop ripping the bone, right? Just give it that time to ease. And I'm going to use some sound and some visualization to help you surrender into the pose and go a little bit deeper. So we'll kind of start with maybe using props to support us. But if you want to go deeper into the pose, you're welcome to remove props here, whenever you like. So let's begin. Everybody need to yoga nidra. Yoga nidra, I'm just going to talk you through your body. We do like body scans, kind of opposition, contrasting, heavy and light, fast and slow, get that fusion of the masculine and feminine, right? Getting that harmony in the body, that resonance in the body. And then I'm going to play some sound. Anybody new to sound? Awesome. I'm going to be using the gong, so we're going to start you off slow. I'm going to ground you and kind of bury you into the ground, and then water you down with some sprinkly sounds, and then lift up your subtle body. Let that come up while the meat body is surrendered. Get into those subtle senses, the tantric body, the feminine body. And then we're going to move into and then it's creating that safe space and helping you get pliable and ready to receive. We'll go into the gong, which is going to be a little more intense at times. I'm going to build up to it, so nothing too confronting, but we tend to think of intensity as like trauma or negative, something we got to escape from, but love, joy, and excitement are also intense vibrations, intense frequencies. We want to learn in a safe space to be able to expand in that capacity, right? So, yin is my jam. I'm glad y'all are here. I hope you enjoy yourselves. And if you have any questions, my name's Jennifer. I'm happy to help. Just raise a hand. You can get extra props at any time. I may notice and kind of bring something over as a suggestion, but as is your practice, I'm just here to guide and suggest, and but you do what you want to do. If you want to just lay down the whole time, you're welcome to do that as well. Any questions before we get started? How's the temperature? Very good. I'm a little heated, so I can cool it down. But if y'all are cold, I can turn it up. We're good? Okay. All right, so let's start. We're going to start by just checking in with the body. So find a seat, or you can lie down. Let me see. Let me grab my blankie. All right. So I like to rock a little side to side, maybe remove the flesh from the sits bones and like plug into the earth, let my spine ground down into the Earth's nervous system, kind of attaching, kind of like Avatar, they attach the nervous system to everything connected, like we feel rooted in the earth. Earth is our battery that feeds us, right? We want to ground down our electrical current into that battery, let it rise and it filtrates through us, right? So take a deep breath and open into the base of the body. It's like you're rooting the breath down into the earth, the roots rummaging through the soil, down to the core of the earth, that tether that rises up through the spine, spread through the shoulders, exhale into the center, and a kind of elevator that pelvic floor to really release the rest of that breath. Any stale air, energy that you've been holding all day, let it go. You want to kind of concentrate on maybe the exhale being a little bit longer and deeper than the inhale. Take another inhale, let that the diaphragm rebound down into the pelvic bowl, spreading to the sits bones. Rising up to the crown, the shoulders relax. Exhale, squeeze it out, hug your muscles around the spine. Just releasing that breath like a coil. Deep breath in. And let it go. And when you start to take notice, like scan the body, noticing your toes, you're gripping in the toes, are they relaxed? Right? Maybe taking a wiggle side to side. You're rolling the head around. Noticing if your fingers are tight, spreading through the fingers as you breathe in. And then exhale, soften. Breathe at the length of the spine. Let that breath unzip the breast and the chest, and exhale. Let it sink into the earth. Water absorbing into the soil. Inhale, that fluid sensation rising through the spine, up to the crown, spilling over the edges of the crown into the ears and the shoulders, dripping down. Hips, toes, absorbed by the earth. Now start to rub the palms of the hands together. The hands are extensions of the heart. You create warmth and friction, some sensitivity into these extensions of the heart, so our nerves can, feel beyond the body. Start to take up space. Start to claim that space and not, feel overwhelmed and over-dominated by stuff going on in the outside world. This is your space right now, so let yourself unfurl. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And bring the palms in towards the center of the chest. We're going to start our class with 3 rounds of Om. I like to think of Om spelled as O-M. Instead of O-M spelled as A-U-M. The Ah, the wide open mouth. The A sound is going to resonate in the skull, the third eye, the brain stem. And as the mouth closes, the U shape, you're going to have that kind of circular mouth, kind of whistle looking, right? And that's going to resonate into the mouth and the throat, the jaw, the ears, ear canals, opening them up into the and bringing it down into the body. So bringing that intangible into the tangible, right? And using our voice as a guide to kind of an indicator of what's going on in the body. Not judging the sound of it, right? No, it needs to sound perfect. It's kind of like a ticker tape, that kind of gives us an idea of where we're tight in the body, where we're straining, where we're holding, where we're open. And just notice, don't judge it, but it's, okay. And again, noticing if you're gripping your fingers, toes, and your peripherals, your ears, nose, relax the tongue down the length of the back of the throat, leave the tongue gliding into the belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Give me one more breath together, and then we'll inhale for 3 rounds of Om. Deep breath. Exhale. Inhale for Om. If you like, place your hands on your chest, feel it reverberating into the body through the skin. Inhale. Last time, the biggest breath in. Into the earth. Hold. Take another sip. And just feel the vibrations you created in the body. I'm playing bowls and gongs, but we are our own singing bowls. So we can resonate with these bowls, and they're just kind of evoking that same resonance within us, kind of helping us tune into that resonance within the heart, the rib cage, the hips. All right, so let's get started. How's everybody feeling? Any body stuff going on that I need to address with the poses? Yes, ma'am.
I got sciatica and bruised
Okay.
lower.
So does it feel good to have your legs open, or do you more of like an inward turn, like kind of stretch the
I think all of it feels good.
Yeah.
Just to move it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What's your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, I'm Jennifer.
Hi, Jen.
Anybody else have requests? shoulders, yes. And y'all, these are the spots, right? Because it's the top of the base of the spine, this broadband highway of nerves that we have in the spine. They gather at the sacrum, right? And then the top of the spine and the neck and the shoulder. The shoulder and the pelvis they're similar. They're housing, right, these limbs, you know? And so we can gather a lot of charge and stuff in there. So yeah, let's work on that tonight. That sounds good. Thank you, Zara. And okay, let's start with, let's do just kind of an easy back bend. Nothing too strenuous. If you want to make it deeper, I'll show you how in a minute. But let's start out by like just placing the pink bolster if you have, or maybe grab one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what you have? Yeah. Pink bolster. Oh, you need two? I'll grab another. Oh, thank you.
Here you go.
Appreciate it. Anybody else? Anyone?
It's a, yeah,
Here you go. These remind me of like school erasers. You remember those big pink erasers? So you erase all that tension in the back, right? Rub it out. Let the breath rub it out through you, right? All right. So yes, we're gonna take that one. Actually, let's do like this. You wanna do that? And let's take let's bring the feet up. We're gonna take our blocks, place them, stack them here, and kind of create this what do you call it, Stonehenge, right? Like a division sign. And our legs are just gonna resting the calves here, let the feet dangle. We're just gonna splay out and let the earth take us. You can be wide on the bolster. They don't need to be together if you like. If you do want that kind of strap sensation, you can use a blanket. What I like to do is just take it out long ways, wrap it around the legs, and hold it tight, and then put it under the hips. It's gonna help your legs, like, you can just like let go. You don't have to hold your legs together, right? So if you like that idea, you can do that. If you have an extra blanket, I love these hefty blankets, these beige ones. They're kind of like sandbags until we get some. I think you place that to just cue the body down. And just let yourself, it kind of goes around like the mid back, the back of the heart, right under the shoulder blades. And just let the arms splay out a little bit. Let the head hang. If you like to kind of cradle the head, you could interlace the fingers. Kind of have a hammock swing, relaxing the neck in suspension if you like that. Anybody want me to come cradle their legs? Anybody want to just try the strutting? Nope. You got it? Get it a little, let me see. Yeah. Do it this way. This way. Here. Oh, so good. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to figure out, but there you go. And then tuck that under the hips and then pin yourself down. Like your socks. Does that feel good? All right, cool. I'm gonna lay this one happy. Yeah, there you go. You get it. All right. Take a deep breath into the form of the body. Let the breath navigate through the shape of the body and bolster. I'm gonna scoot this up a little bit so you can have a bend in your legs, sweetie. Take a deep breath in, down the length of the spine, let it and open like an envelope into the earth, and the coolness of the soil beneath you holding you steady. Exhale, let that breath just wash over the front of the body, kind of caressing and softening. And as you breathe in, notice the earth rising and swelling with your breath. Let the earth breathe with you. Start to connect to that battery. connecting to the source of the elements that created your body. As you exhale, fall and surrender to the hold of the earth. Inhale, feeling the earth rising up to greet you, support you. And exhale, just let it spill out of the body like water, just dripping off the edges of the skin, being absorbed by the earth below. Take a deep breath and release with some sound, an ah or an ooh or a horse breath. Deep breath in. Two more just like that. Gorgeous. Inhale. Deep breath in. With each exhale, becoming more softer, sweeter, finer. Maybe noticing the vibrations landing on the skin. These vibrations penetrate the perforations of pores into the weave of the fabric of the muscle beneath the skin. Relaxing that weave away from the bones. Vibrations subtly traveling through the inner corridors of your skeleton. Smoothing out the marrow of the bone, let it be heavy and rest into the earth. Take a breath through the third eye, the point between the brows. Imagine you had a pair of nostrils in between the eyes. You can inhale, soften the forehead, relax the eyebrows into the ears, breath dripping off the earlobes, skull, hair follicles releasing their grip, soften and flow. Feel these vibrations moving through the particles of your body. Maybe you can sense them vibrating into the particles of the floor, the space beneath you, resounding the sound through you, merging your body with the floor, creating a larger container for your spirit to rest. Heartbeat of the earth, syncing up with your pulse. breath, unzipping the rib cage. The heart splaying open like a palm. Breathe in between the fingers of the heart. Relax the grip of the heart. Let your breath glide over the palm of the heart. Let the palm of the heart radiate like a flower blossoming, soft petals opening into the light of the sound. Noticing the shape and the colors of these petals, texture, fragrance. Endlessly, infinitely radiating through the center of the body out into the world. We don't need to take in impact, but we're radiating and deflecting, right? Influencing our environment, bringing our sweet scent, our sweet essence, all of our good intentions out into the world. That is prayer. Let your body, the sound run through pulses of your heart, veins, your thoughts. Let them synchronize. Tension dripping off of the toes into the earth, back to the iron core, recycled, later manifestation, but you don't need to hold it now. Let it go. Let your body spread into the residual energies, the vibrations flowing through the skin, into the atmosphere. Softening that space between the surface of the skin and the room, noticing the weight of clothing or props on the body. Maybe feeling the air or the breath traveling over the skin, inhaling, filling up to the chest, the bouquet of the breast. Unleashing. Exhale that soft warmth, maybe feel the warmth over the top lip as you breathe out of the nose or go out of the mouth of that warmth surrounding the body. Gentle dewdrops, atomize. Then take a swallow into the depths of the throat. Bring your breath into the bellows of the belly, between the hip bones, the sits bones, the tailbone. Cleansing the spine, just bringing it out softly with the texture of the breath and the residual energy that may have crusted up to the surface. Bring awareness to the weight of the body being held by gravity into the earth. The sensation in the fingertips and toe tips. Maybe rubbing the thumb along the fingertips. Forming that safe, trusting relationship with the body. You take a swallow, release the throat. Maybe move the tongue around within the mouth, maybe the eyes around behind the lids, let the lips part as you exhale. Let's release with 3 rounds of sound. E, ah, oo, oo. Inhale. Body on the toes, the fingers, very stretching. Go. Inhale. For the light of the breath, lighting, igniting each cell in the body. Exhale. We'll slowly start to visualizing coming out of this pose. Please take your time. You've created this softness, this pliability when you work with the rest of the poses. So move slowly, integrate the sensation into your movement, into your transitions. Yoga is not just about the pose, it's about the transitions in between. It's really fractalating all the way through. So maybe you want to stretch through the length of the body. A good morning yawn, and initiating the yawn by widening the mouth and the throat, releasing the ears. Good hug, your knees up into the chest, squeezing your ball, maybe tuck your nose between the knees, just stretching the back of the neck, rolling the head side to side, rolling the hips side to side. You like rolling over to one side or the other. You take a moment there, just again, reinforcing that connection to the earth, reminding yourself that the earth is your stage. These elements that combine and collected together, they're like I think of the body as an amalgamation of all animals and plant life, right? We're kind of totem poles of this evolution, of creation of the human form. And as plants, we were plugged into the ground through our roots, right? Like landline phones. And now we're cellular. We walk around. We're even floating flowers. So let your expression radiate like that fragrance, that color, that glorious, sumptuous sensation that moves through the body. But these elements are given to you through the earth, so that life can live through you, life can enjoy life. You're a hostess for life. Don't feel the burden of drudgery. No, life is here to experience through you. So give it a good time. Give it a hostess. Enjoy yourself in the process. Take a deep breath, feel the earth rising and swelling to meet you. Exhale into the cradle, the hug of the earth beneath you. And when you're ready, you can slowly rise, maybe pushing yourself up to a seated position. The support of the earth beneath you. All right. Let's do Alright, we're gonna have the pink bolster in the middle of the mat. We're gonna use the purple bolster as a pillow. We're gonna start on the right side, so place it on top. And then sit beside the pink bolster in kind of this deer position. The right shin front. And hug that bolster into the hip. Maybe lift up a little bit onto the bolster. So the bolster is going to be holding the hip a little bit. The pelvic roll. You gotta do kind of let that kind of, the top hip is going to kind of drape over and we're going to stretch to the glutes and the side line here. For the legs can be in many positions. You can have them kind of bent and held together. So you guys splay them out like scissors. Maybe the front leg, or the top leg goes back, and the bottom leg goes forward. Or check out how it feels with the top leg forward and the bottom leg back. What feels good to you? That's more of a twist. But all our bodies are, we've got our own impingements that we need to work through. So kind of, become your own teacher and let yourself, decide where, this is what I need today, right? If you have the front leg forward, you can kind of scoot that bottom shoulder forward and kind of come into a twist if you like that. Or you can top arm over the head. Or you can bring them out into goalpost arms, or kind of cuddle the arms underneath the head and more of a relaxed resting child's pose. And you're welcome to kind of maneuver if you feel the need to, I like to kind of reach my hands out in front of me, kind of clap them together like an alligator mouth, right? And then draw the top arm over and back and kind of feel where in this radial degree do I want to stop and kind of find that edge of discomfort. And we don't want it to hurt. We don't want it to be too uncomfortable. We want to give it a chance to kind of relax, like Laffy Taffy, like saltwater taffy. Just feel that slow and give it time to release. And again, if you like to place a blanket on top of the hips as kind of like a sandbag type thing, that's also a help. Actually, let's switch this blanket out for that one. These are a little bit lighter. Yeah, you can use the block for the head as well. I would suggest, you can use it kind of like massage the head out too, but you want a little softer, you put blanket on top of that block. You're welcome. And take a deep breath into that shape. Let the breath navigate, explore that shape, highlight the edges of the form. And again, you're welcome to move during this practice. Let yourself sink in, right? So let it be slow, kind of gradual. Feel the breath undulating down the spine, into the limbs, into the digits of the fingers and the toes. Let's release with some sound here. Inhale. Let the textures of sound release the tension in the inner body. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Oh. Nice. One last time. Inhale. And let the body drape over the props. Mold into the ground beneath you. Feel the earth rising up to mold into you as well. Let the sound envelop you. Let yourself release into the whole of the sound. Sound washing over and through you. Your cells radiating like singing bowls. And if you want to match the tone of the bowls, you can feel it move through you from the center out as well. Right now you're taking it in externally inward. We can radiate outward. It sounds like this. breathing. Liquid sensations of sound trickling into the skin. Absorbing into the open cooling the air beneath the dermis into muscle. It's cool, releasing charge from the side of the muscle. Cord of the spine, the breath, lubricating the disc of the spine. Squeeze the vertebra, spilling through and pulling beneath the body. Absorb into the earth. Notice the lightness of the breath flowing through the internal body, softening the inner musculature. The tongue moves down all the way through the front panel of the body, through the umbilical center, through the groin, into the genitals. While smooth landing strip of sound and information into our subtle senses, our intuition, empathy. Let that open. Exhale, let it flush through the edge of the body, ripping off the skin into the earth, squeezing it out, hugging the spine in and up, and lifting the pelvic floor up toward the belly twisted ribs, pumping that breath out, chest, neck, head, taking an inhale. Turning to the body, noticing the weight of the body on the ground. Ground flowing and rising up through each action to the spine and the neck. Exhale, feel the hold, the cradle again. Again, softly awakening, maybe moving fingers and toes, through the mouth, the tongue around within the mouth, looking between the lips and the teeth. And stretching the mouth and the eyes wide open, and moving the face. Let it go. Rocking the head side to side, bring to awareness of the room, your body, laying in the room, sounds within the room, sounds outside of the room. The inner ear canal spread beyond your awareness, beyond space. There's a safety move into it, especially when we're there. We're bringing that love out into it. If we hold it to ourselves, yeah, it can be a little scary and clunky. But we're filling that space with our energy, the soft cushion for everyone, sunshine radiating through our body. Basic love. Connecting with love. Maybe a few sighs to awaken, release, and trust as if your energy will settle on the surface. So we're just going to gently move to the other side. And I noticed some of you kind of created your own poses. I love that. It's learning to work that relationship with the body. It knows what to do to learn to trust ourselves. And it's not asking you to trust blindly, force God, whatever. God loves a skeptic because they really suss him out and get to know him. People really blindly believe, don't really know the power that the gifts that they're given and how to appreciate them. To enjoy them, so let yourself be curious. Let your body lead you. Learn to trust yourself. And turn to the side, the hips resting on the bolster again. Checking out if you want the drop leg forward or back, something together, or bent knees, or extended. Where the arms might lay. Again, maybe leave your arms together in front of you, hands together, and rolling that top arm back. And then checking out which area, which degree you want to stop at. And dial. Supporting your body in any way. This is your practice. This is your time to do that. Give yourself that support. Become the parent you need. You know what I mean? Our parents tried. They had a lot going on, and they didn't know as much as we do because we're born in the middle of time. So, you can make the reins now. Deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale, feel the earth rising up, breathing into the shape. Checking it out. And you shape and hold. You're right here. Yep. Go in front. Exhale. And just when the elements settle and reside, connecting with the earth. Flowing through the skeleton, the rib cage, feel the heart radiating, blossoming into the light of the sound. That warmth release the heart, the charge of the nervous system, heating up the body. Let it diffuse through the pores, warming the space around you, softening the muscle tissue. Feel the light of the breath moving through the slats of the ribs, illuminating the space around the heart. The breath, a cushion for the heart to rest on. Inhale into yourself. Give yourself grace, passion, sweetness. Infiltrate that into yourselves. Our cells are like each tiny suns, right? The cells radiating energy outward. Millions of suns within the body shining that light. You're a light being. Light is warmth, power, lightness, softness, all in one. Play with that palette and how you design your life, how you design program, how you treat yourself, how we treat ourselves, and how we treat others. Test it out on yourself first. Be sweet. Be sweet to yourself. You deserve it. And noticing sensation as that moves through. What does that taste like? What does that smell like? What does it remind you of? Imagining the most joyous moment in your life. Infuse that into each cell. The happiest moments of your life. What does that feel like? That sunshine moving through your body, through your mind. Grooves of the brain, cords of the brain stem into the optical nerves, sensations flowing through the orbs of the eyes, warming and lighting up the eye sockets, radiating the skull. Breath gliding over the tissue of the brain into the grooves and the curves, flowing out of the skull to the inner ear canals, softening, dissolving edges. Become one with space, let it hold you. Just infusing that moment, that lightness and love into the body, into the weave of your body. You are the designer, the creator. The earth has given you these tools to create art, a masterpiece of yourself. Have fun with it. What do you want to live in? Decorate your inner temple. Doesn't look like anything. Doesn't have to look like anybody else's. He has something new. Deciding on textures. Is it velvety? Is it sparkly and sprite? Is it light and airy? Is it deep and sultry? Is it willowy, billowy? In poetic terms, you can weave through the threads of your fiber tapestry of your life. And then let that be your base state. You don't need to rise into, you can rise from. And explore new heights from As you breathe in sweetly, slowly, softly, notice the quality of the air. The air being brushed to calm through like sound and vibration, silky ribbon flowing into the body, lubricating cells, spine, and mind, flossing between ears, lay down the mouth. Bring awareness to the fingertips, toe tips, nose tip, ears, tips, earlobes, back of the skull, back of the heart, back of the hips into the tailbone. As if the tailbone was energetically extending like a puppy tail, maybe wagging really fast, or cat tails languidly flowing behind you. Unravel and flow. And feel the light of the breath awakening the body softly, sweetly, out to the edges of the skin, into the room. The breath creating a relationship with the space around you. Maybe inhaling down the length of the spine, the crown, the back of the neck, to the fingers and toes, big morning stretch into a yawn. Let it out with that sound, like texture sound of granules, just comb through the body and release. Any knots. When you're ready, we're just gonna pull that bolster out from behind the back in your own way, in your own time. Be gentle about it. Decide how I want to care for myself in this transition. Place it to the side or maybe behind the thighs. Let your legs resting on the bolster. You're creating a pillow for the head. We're going a little bit over. We're about at time now, so if you need to leave, you're welcome to. I want to do a little bit of a deeper gong, just kind of flush and polish, seal the body out. So if you want to stay for that, if you need to leave, please, just take your time slowly. And the gong will kind of hide your sound, so don't worry about it. But you're welcome to stay. It'll just be a few more minutes. I'm going to do a couple of gongs, and then we'll awaken and get out of here. Take a deep breath into the form. Inspect the edges. Notice the design. Notice the pattern. Let the breath light up the colors within you. Exhale, let them aspirate out into the space around you. And let the sound and the earth hold you. Feel the sound rising beneath you, space beneath your body and the ground, flowing through that space. Almost levitating on sound and vibration. begin sensing into the heaviness of the earth beneath you, holding the body. Your body resting into this heart support. Feel the breath moving in the air body, aerating through the tissues of the body, into the pores, into the limbs around you. Exhale, let it fall gently into the earth. Gentleness. The light of the breath moving down the spine into the basement of the body, lighting up that space, turning on the lights in the house. Maybe soft lighting, it doesn't have to be harsh for the designer. What's it going to look like in there? What do you want to be greeted with through your eyes? Sensations spilling over the shoulders, the thighs, down into the toes, fingers, the palms, the soles of the feet, top of the head, the backs of the ears. Big swallow to awaken the throat. Exhale through the mouth. And maybe initiating a yawn by releasing the jaw, opening the ears, releasing the forehead. The skull moves. The skull isn't one solid bone, it's platelets. So there's spaces within the skull. And let that stretch and release. The light of the breaths beaming through the fingertips, the toe tips, into the space around you, lighting up the earth. Fusing with the sunlight surrounding you as electrons. Become activated, maybe moving fingers and toes, wiggling, nose and ears, moving tongue around within the mouth, eyes within the sockets. 3 deep breaths, releasing a sound, ooh, ah, shh, inhale. Second round, inhale. Seal it out with a third inhale. And feeling that softness, you created with your practice. This is space and time that you gave yourself. You did this. I didn't do anything. You may have followed my direction, maybe not. I don't know. But you created the sensations of. Let that move into your daily life, into each moment, bridging those moments with sweetness, pliability, playfulness, gentleness, witnessing yourself as earth, living life through you. Never alone. And just moving, rocking the skull side to side, stretching through the body, hugging the knees up into the chest, tucking the nose into the hips. Rolling over to one side or the other, maybe rocking the body and spine a little bit to the earth, using that gravity. And you're ready, and coming up to seated position, or just coming up, lying on the side. We'll end our class with 3 rounds of Om, just to integrate the sound into the cells. Take ownership for this beauty we've created. Having the palms of the hands together. Creating that warmth, maybe getting a little moisture, a little more friction. Maybe placing the palms over the eye socket. And with the eyes open, to softly releasing stress in the eyeballs, looking at computer screens, sunlight burning our eyes all day. Wow, let them radiate out like flower petals in for an unfold. And then when we have our hands here, we'll release for 3 rounds of Om, deep breath in. Stretching the teeth and the mouth and the tongue, inhale. Bring the hands to the center of the heart. Feel this resonance moving through the gums, the tongue, the bed of the tongue, the root of the tongue, and the walls of the cheeks, the gums, fine vibrations in the teeth, maybe even sensing the space between the teeth, between the lips. When you're ready, let your hands drop into your lap. Thank you for coming to class. Thank you for giving me time and a little bit of extra time. My name is Jennifer. I'm here subbing. I used to teach this class regularly, but I got to take some time to get some other things done. But I'm looking forward to coming back eventually, but it'll be here and there. So look out. But I have cards here if you want. There's links to free sound baths, different doses from like 10 minutes to an hour. I suggest using headphones because if you got a big speaker, fill the room with it. Right? It's always best to have it. I prefer in person, but still helpful. Some of them may be a little wonky because I don't listen through all of them. So if you find one that the gong is like, cancel the sound out, please get in contact with me so I can take that one down. There's also videos for chair yoga, gentle yoga, some vinyasa, tantric sex education. Thank you. Yeah. Reach out if you have any questions. I'd love to connect with you. I also do sound training if you're interested in that and what you like the sound instruments. I'll be here. I'll be here anything away if you want to check them out. What's your name? Flo. What's it? Flo. Flo. I know you. Flo. Yeah, I know you. I like you. Go on some yeah. Yeah, yeah. Good to see you. Be sure to take a picture of it. Your card? If you have any questions, comments, feedback, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, well, have a great night. This is detoxing, so be gentle with yourself, maybe flush with some water, but you should sleep pretty well. And we'll see y'all again. Thank you. Namaste. Sat Nam. Thank you.